Now, look, Australia's top COP has acknowledged an escalation of anti-Semitism across the country. This is the AFP Commissioner, Reece Kershaw. He's labelled anti-Semitism as a disease in our community that needs to be aggressively attacked. It comes as the Prime Minister has finally agreed to hold an emergency National Cabinet meeting to deal with it. Well, Prue, he's been dragged kicking and screaming. The time for a National Cabinet was a very long time ago. And don't forget that their special envoy for anti-Semitism recommended this weeks ago when he didn't do anything. So why now?
Well, he was dragged, as you say, kicking and screaming. What we got out of it was pathetic. A database, a record. I mean, the Jewish community, the jury has been, I think it's in their annual report on all anti-Semitic actions throughout the year anyway. It's not as if we need that database. What we need is not platitudes and words. We need actions. And sadly, we're still getting them. I mean, Reece Kershaw, thank God, is saying it is a disease. But what do you do with the disease? You treat it. You don't just keep talking about the disease. And we need laws changed. I mean, they're now saying, OK, well, the various Attorney Generals are going to try and coordinate something. It's too little too late. This is set in now. And the fact that it's become big business where we've got people, we're saying that it could be sort of people paying by cryptocurrency these bad actors to come and commit these things. Well, this is a business now, and I don't know how we're going to turn this around.
Well, let's talk about this, because that's also come from the AFP Commissioner, Reece Kershaw, saying that the force is looking into whether overseas actors have paid local criminals using cryptocurrency, as Prue just said, to carry out these anti-Semitic attacks in Australia. Prue, I've got to say, this is a very big claim here. This is a worry. It's a big claim. Now, the Prime Minister, in my view, needs to come out and say whether or not he knew about this overseas threat, how much he knows about this threat, but more importantly, what is he actually going to do about it? Because where is it coming from? Is it coming from a terror group? Who is it? This is now dangerous.
It really is dangerous. The trouble is that anything that Albanese has to say on this topic is implausible. We know where his heart is. We know that his actions in the UN with Wong have created, given it a rubber stamp. So it's all hollow stuff, and he's behind the eight ball. We don't trust him anymore. We know it's just platitudes. We know he's just saying what he thinks we want to hear.
Well, he walks both sides of the street on this issue. So this week people are upset. So, OK, well, I better come out and say something. He is textbook. He's so predictable. And the other issue is that now we've got the Foreign Minister, Penny Wong, and the Attorney General, Mark Dreyfus, who apparently are going to represent Australia at an event commemorating the liberation of Auschwitz. Now, Labor has since denied that Senator Sue Lines would lead this delegation following backlash due to her past horrible criticism of Israel. But in an email revealed by Sky News, it actually showed that Senator Lines had at one point been slated to head the delegation. So it just sounds, Prue, like Labor is trying to cover this up because they've been exposed.
So did Albanese blatantly lie? Or is it just him being true to form where he's never across any brief? It's all show stuff and being the nice guy and all this crap that no one's buying anymore. To think that someone did an up yours to allow this woman to even to think about this woman leading a delegation, or in fact even going on a delegation. She shouldn't be going there. And we've got
she's also a nobody. It's either the Prime, it's somebody. It needs to be somebody of note within the cabinet.
Well, King Charles is going, and all these huge leaders are going. Why isn't Albanese going? But he wouldn't dare show his face because he knows that he has no credibility when it comes to anything to do with anti-Semitism with Israel. And, he's just walking again, as you say, both sides of the street. Look, the quicker we're rid of this man, the better. And he's going to I think it's going to be a triumphant victory for our friend, the Liberal leader, Dutton, who for a minute I lost. And I just think, good riddance, mate, because you really have proven that you're a hollow man.
Totally, a very, very hollow, but this in particular, I mean, this is an important event that deserves a proper delegation,
well, it's just
and this is the least that they can do. Well, it's
to the Jewish community.
Another, exactly. Now, we've got to change pace a little bit here. We've got to take you to this. This is some of my favourite vision of the year. This is Donald Trump dancing to the YMCA while holding a prop of sorts. Have a look at this. What an absolute legend he is. And Melania got into it as well.
I know. Look, I just love the fact he's such a showman. He knows what to give people. We all want to see that. The haters will just use it against him. He doesn't care. Feed them with this stuff. So good on him. I just love it. I could watch it all the time. I just think it's so captivating to watch this guy who's really just saying, enough yours to everybody. I'm going to do what I want. I'm the boss leader.
Well, the YMCA's cool suddenly. It's gone up in the charts.
Yeah.
We love the dance and we love the sword, quite frankly. Prue MacSween, good to see you.
You
Thanks
too.
so much
Thanks,
for joining me on the show this evening.